Right. Hello guys, so in this video we'll discuss about nose, mainly the medial wall of nose, medial wall and your littles area. Both are very important topic, you already know, so we'll try to see, right? So first I am taking the medial wall of nose or nasal septum, you can say. We'll draw a diagram and we'll show the major contributions of medial wall of nose or nasal septum. So just draw along with me, right? So this part is your perpendicular plate of ethmoid, right? Somewhere here is your rostrum of sphenoid. Correct? Here is your vomer. This is your maxilla crest, right? Somewhere here is your crest of palatine bone. This section is your septal cartilage. Here is your anterior spine of maxilla. And somewhere here is your nasal bone, right? Crest of nasal bone. So this is your just an illustration of your medial wall, right? But the question that usually comes from this section is your major and minor contribution of your medial wall of nose or nasal septum. What are the major contributions? What are the minor contributions? That we are going to see here. So with the illustration we understood the locations of different bones, contribution different cartilages, right? Now we will try to divide them based on the major contribution and minor contribution. See, major contribution is a perpendicular plate of ethmoid. Perpendicular plate of ethmoid, your vomer and septal cartilage or quadrilateral cartilage. These are your major contribution. And minor contribution is your crest of nasal bone, nasal spine of frontal bone, rostrum of sphenoid, maxilla crest, crest of maxilla and crest of palatine bone. All that we saw in the diagram. So medial wall of nose, major contributions are a perpendicular plate of ethmoid, vomer, quadrilateral cartilage or septal cartilage. Minor contributions are your crest of nasal bone, nasal spine of frontal bone, rostrum of sphenoid, crest of maxilla and crest of palatine bone. I hope you will not make mistake from here. Next we will see littles area. Yes. So littles area is a highly vascular area in the antero-inferior aspect of nasal septum. Where? Antero-inferior aspect of nasal septum. And what are the constituents of the keisselbach's plexus? This is the keisselbach's plexus, where the four arteries join to form keisselbach's plexus and is the highest vascular area. First artery is your anterior ethmoidal artery. Anterior ethmoidal artery. Second is your sphenopalatine artery. Third is your gutterpalatine artery. Fourth is your superior labial artery. These are your four arteries, right? And the questions asked are little in depth, so that we will discuss. So first we will say what are the four arteries: anterior ethmoidal, sphenopalatine artery, which is the main one, gutterpalatine artery, and fourth one is the superior labial artery. Now, anterior ethmoidal artery arises from ophthalmic artery, which in turn arises from internal carotid artery. Remember this point, internal carotid artery, because the rest all is derived from external carotid artery. How? I will show you. Now, sphenopalatine artery is derived from maxillary artery, and maxillary artery is derived from external carotid artery. Gutterpalatine artery is derived from maxillary artery, which is derived from external carotid artery. Similarly, superior labial artery is derived from facial artery, which is derived from external carotid artery. So question came that all arteries taking part in keisselbach's plexus are external carotid artery except this one, anterior ethmoidal artery, because it is a derivative of internal carotid artery. So this is an important topic, and I will repeat it once again, the entire one. First we discussed about the medial wall of the nose. Here we can see this one is the ethmoid, perpendicular plate of ethmoid. This one is the vomer. This one is the maxilla crest. Here this portion is your palatine bone crest. This is your rostrum of sphenoid. Somewhere here is your septal cartilage. Somewhere here is your crest of nasal bone, right? And somewhere here is your anterior nasal spine. So coming back to the major and minor contributions of medial wall of nose. Major contributions include perpendicular plate of ethmoid, vomer, septal cartilage. Minor contributions include crest of nasal bone, nasal spine of frontal bone, rostrum of sphenoid, crest of maxilla, and crest of palatine bone. Now is your little's area. See, little's area is an highly vascular area in the anterior aspect of the nasal septum, formed by four arteries. Actually, the keisselbach's plexus, which is the highly vascular area, and it is formed by four arteries: anterior ethmoidal, sphenopalatine, gutterpalatine, superior labial. Now, anterior ethmoidal is derived from ophthalmic artery, which is a branch of internal carotid artery. Rest all are branches of the external carotid artery that I have discussed, right? So I hope this session will be helpful, and we will meet in another session, right? So thank you.